Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine, and today I want to show you how we are redecorating this area of our schoolroom, and this usually houses our unit studies. And so we have wrapped up our history units for this year, and we are pulling out some of the things that we're going to need for our nature unit, our spring units, and our science units. So I've gotten a couple of things down here that are going to decorate the top, and then I'm going to fill these shelves with the materials that we're going to be using throughout this unit. So let's pull those things out and see how we can transform the schoolroom. Let me just give you a quick look around this space. Everything else will stay the same, although that chalk drawing really needs to be updated to reflect our new science units. We do keep a lot of the projects that the kids do in this room. We have some shelves that kind of just keep going up the wall, and we like to display a lot of the projects that we're doing. Those pirate ships were they were over here. Sorry about the light coming in from the window, but they were basically on that shelf previously, and I moved them up here so that we could make room for some new materials for our spring unit. Of course, it's not hard to get these things down that are on the very first, or rather the lower shelves. Just have a chair and we can get them down so they can still play with them. All right, so let's pull out the new material. So before we can decorate for spring, first we need to move all of the stuff into the schoolroom from my craft room. This is where I record our videos, and so all of the material from our nature unit is in here. As we open up these nature kits and start to work through them, they are like overtaking my craft room. So we need to move all of these into the schoolroom so that we can start to decorate that little shelf there. So I've got my kids helping me out with this project. I got my 6-year-old daughter and my 10-year-old son, and they're having a blast putting things into these shelves. This is a little shelf that I made last year for a different intention, more for potentially doing a workbox system with my daughter, but quickly I realized that I really needed the space for our unit studies, and it works excellent for that purpose. So when we're pulling out materials for a new unit, we'll usually put those things here on this shelf, and we also use the ledge, the windowsill actually, for more display area. And this makes a really great place for my kids to come in and just kind of familiarize themselves with the new unit. And it's really decorative and kind of festive. And it's just been a really nice way to display our unit. It's very inviting. It's something that the kids can come and browse and look at the books and look at the things. And even if they don't on a regular basis, at least they know that this is something that changes with our units or changes with the seasons. And it kind of just adds a nice rhythm to our school year. So I'm just going to give you a closer look here at some of the things that we decorated our spring units with. And some of these things are projects and kits that we've already started. We have the forever forest there. We also did some cherry tomato planting, some basil, and then we have these root observation kits which are working out really well. We really enjoyed them. And then we have the pine cones from the Forever Forest kit, as well as our beeswax candles, and there's a couple of honey sticks left, but we've pretty much gone through that entire kit. I really like the way this looks. I know it looks a little more fall versus spring, but I think with all the plants growing in the back, I think it gives a nice like springy look. And there's that basil, it's already coming through. I love this part of gardening when you see the little sprouts coming through. It's really exciting. So if you want to see some of the other projects and activities that we're doing with our spring nature unit studies, you can click on the screen right now. And if you want to keep up with what we're doing on a more regular daily basis, you can find me on Instagram at Pepper and Pine.